right, welcome to Wednesdays with Wyatt. This is your host, Wyatt Elke. This week I'm joined by opinion editor at The Packer, Nicole Johnson. How's it going, Nicole?
It's going good. You?
It's going well for me as well. Thank you for asking. How was your weekend?
It was good. I mostly just hung out with friends and relaxed. You?
That's good. I kind of did the same thing, I guess. I went to the Fargo Film Festival on Saturday.
Was it any good?
Yeah, it was very good. Fargo Theater definitely has my full support, and any sort of endeavors they do. And then I guess I bought a suit for prom too.
Oh.
Which, that's some exciting stuff. But this week we're going to talk a little bit about the TSA.
Okay.
So the TSA has been in talks to lift bans on small knives and other things as well. But small knives is what's attracting the most attention. And so the restrictions right now, it looks like that they're thinking about lifting is on knives that are collapsible, less than 2.36 inches, and no wider than half an inch.
Yeah. And I mean, at that length, you probably couldn't do a lot of damage that could inflict a lot of trauma, but...
Yeah, I think that's sort of more like the kind of, I can't think of the word right now, you get a chain sort of, and it has all the other different stuff on there. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, gotcha.
You get the idea. And that sort of stuff, I mean, it's more for just survival, I guess,
Yeah, and some people, I mean, they're probably just cutting back on it at this point to cut problems that people are causing with it.
Yeah.
Complaints.
Yeah, I'm sure they get a lot of complaints and stuff like that. People that really want to, hold on to their little knife in case they need it, or they might need it where they're going.
Yeah.
Who knows? But along with that, I guess they're also lifting the ban on ski poles, baseball bats, hockey sticks, and golf clubs. But you can't have more than two with you.
Yeah.
Which I guess for me, if I'm gonna go golfing. I generally
would use.
I'd use more than two.
Oh yeah.
Clubs generally, personally, but
yeah.
I don't know. It's
I think it's interesting that they're lifting the ban on these things. Some of them I don't fully agree with because I think you could cause some serious damage if you just got going on it. But with other things, the problem that people are feeling with it. I'm not really seeing the big problem. It's not going to cause a huge disruption. So.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, theoretically, somebody could sneak ski poles onto the airplane to cause some sort of damage, but it's just not a very realistic situation. Same thing with baseball bats and all the other utensils, I suppose. But I mean, I guess for me, it's like. So the risk is so very small that it's just not a big deal.
Kind of a choose your battle situation.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean the TSA when they have this ban in place, they're kind of they're essentially wasting money, taking time to confiscate these things from people. They're wasting time that could be better spent, actually protecting the people on the airplane, by searching for other things, I suppose.
And
but
I guess one of the surprising thing is a lot of the people that are having a problem with this aren't even most of the passengers. It's more the flight crew and all and the members on that because they're concerned because they're constantly in the air. They have a heightened risk of a problem. So it's interesting that the people who have more of a problem with it are the people that have to help implement it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess it makes sense why they'd be more concerned, just probability-wise. They're on the airplane more often. The chance of there being some sort of event would be greater for them because they're always on an airplane. But, I mean, and I guess it is a valid concern, because you also have to look at what point is sort of safety versus price important, Like, some would definitely argue that safety is the most important thing no matter what, but... like I said, in this sort of situation, I think that it's an all right trade-off.
I mean, I can understand people's anger over it, but either way, let's say they hadn't to lift the ban, and they still haven't officially, but if they hadn't, people are going to complain about it either way. And push comes to shove, they could just check their pocket knife in their luggage, put it under the plane. It's not going to cause a big problem. I mean, there are bigger battles to fight at this point.
Exactly. And then I guess, what do you think general consequences of this are going to be?
You can't always make everyone happy, so I think a problem's going to be somebody's going to want to test the theory, and just lately we've been seeing a lot of people trying to get almost famous off of doing stupid things. And they might not pose any threat, but they'll just want to see how far they can take it.
Yeah.
So I don't see a huge consequence right now, but I can see it happening.
Yeah, then obviously we're already seeing consequences just in, like you said, the way people are reacting to the news of this.
Yeah.
So if people react so violently, not violently, that's not the right word, but so, if people are actually angry about this happening, adamant's the word I'm looking for, then theoretically that would imply that something could actually happen.
Yeah,
afterwards.
and I mean, even though it happened just a decade ago, 9/11 is still in people's minds, and safety is a big concern, but I don't see a huge problem coming about with this.
Yeah, me as well. And I guess, obviously the baseball bats and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, consequences of that, I'm not really...
I think people have to be aware of the situation they're in, and they have to be aware of what kind of flyer they are. If they do get nervous and all that stuff, they probably, shouldn't be bringing things with them on the plane that could cause harm to other people.
Yeah. And then I think we have a statistic that TSA, they find like 4 to 5 guns in a typical day.
Yeah.
Which is, to me, it seems like a fairly low number.
Yeah. Considering, but...
Yeah. And I don't know. I guess obviously all those people aren't like going to shoot up the plane. I'm sure it's just people trying to get guns from one place to another. But
Yep, 100% agree.
Yep. But thanks for being on the show today, Nicole.
Thank you.
And thank you all for listening. Until next time.